Hi, I'm Joss.
Hi, I'm Claudia.
And this is the Let's Get Down to Business podcast.
We're two cousins on opposite ends of the globe with a lot of opinions about figure skating. And we're here to deliver the news, recaps, and pray for justice for Evelyn and Trennt, who won their first international medal here at Four Continents. Hello. We're back.
We are back with our Four Continents recap episode. We are actually only going to be doing one recap episode for all of the events because pairs and dance were quite short.
I mean, there was literally how many pairs? Like 6?
So many withdrawals. So little time.
Yeah, indeed. And literally so little time before the Olympics. So the turnaround between here and Beijing is very, very short, which is why a lot of countries, especially those who are competing in the team event, did not send their A group. So a lot of the alternates got to compete, which, I mean, I was kind of here for.
Yeah.
You know, some of them medaled. And
yeah, it was so nice to see some folks. I'm like, oh, yeah. I know you. I'm happy to see you.
And I was like, you didn't get Olympics, but you got medal. You got medal.
You got medal. Like you've got mail, but you've got medal.
Oh, you've got mail.
You've got mail.
Okay, so a little bit of news. It's kind of just regarding Olympic team announcements, which, because we're so close to it, have finally come out. So China has announced their selections for men and women. So for men, no surprises here, Jin Boyoung is going. And then for women, it is Zhu Yi, who is also known as Beverly Tu. Estonia is still sending Eva-Lotta Kibus to the Olympics, despite Nina Petrokina winning nationals and also beating Eva at Europeans.
I do remember that from last episode.
Yeah.
It's
How
very
fun.
Interesting. And then we have Finland, who is sending Jenny Saarinen. And we have Georgia.
Good old
also
Georgia.
talked about this last episode. Only one of their athletes is blue and lives in a lamp, who is Marisi Kvitashvili. We have Anastasia Gubanova. We have Karina Safna and Luka Berlava. And then we have Maria Kazakova and Georgi Revia.
Yes, and so they have a full-ass team. I'm happy for
fantastic?
Georgia. I know.
Oh, wonderful.
Belarus is sending Konstantin Milyukov. He's got this, like, amazing green costume and, like, a full chin strap beard. So, like, it's truly unique out there. Victoria Safonova is also going. And Australia has announced that they're sending Brendan Carey and Kaylani Crane as their women and men representatives, which, I mean, after their performances here at Four Continents, it was kind of like a sealed deal.
Yes. Fantastic. So I love to see selections. Let us move into our recaps. We are going to start with pairs, the Faded Pairs event, and actually teams that I love. All of them. So nice to see.
You know what? The competition, especially for the top 3, was actually good.
Oh, it was actually a fantastic event. I loved it.
I know. Yeah.
I actually liked all of the disciplines here, so sometimes that doesn't happen. So.
It does, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, we had some people going like, oh, Europeans is such a big event. Wouldn't it be amazing if, you know, there was also something for the, like, non-European skaters? And I'm like, that's called Four Continents. It's kind of
that's
also...
Four Continents. That's
if you didn't know, that's the literal reason why it's there. It's been running around, like, the same time. But okay. But let's talk about our top 3 here for pairs, which, I mean, I love this podium.
It's so good. Starting with our bronze medalists. Oh my gosh. First international medal for Evelyn Walsh and Trennt Michaud from Canada. Still no Olympic spot, but you know.
Amazing. Ugh. You know what?
Guess we can't ask Skate Canada to be reasonable, but anyways.
Yep. But you know what? They were rewarded with their first international medal and very happy for them. So let's talk about their short program first. It's Lost Without You by Freya Ridings. Love. We have some lovely, clean side-by-side triple toes. I was like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, this is a sight that I will treasure. Clean side-by-side jumps, just in general.
Who would have known? They had a very good throw triple loop, and they actually came in second in the short program with the season's best and a personal best, 65.52. Fantastic.
Yes, and they were super close to Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe, who came in third in the short program. And we'll talk about them later. But yeah, really solid job for the short program. And for the free skate, it was to Dreaming with a Broken Heart by John Mayer. And wasn't the cleanest for them. A lot of like little details that left a fair few points on the table. But hey, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing them skate here. And I feel like it's almost, you can skate freer here because you know the federation's already like said no to you. Yeah. Been like, oh, pretty you much. Suck. See ya. And so you can just come out here and skate as you. So I feel like that was the kind of vibe I got from them, which is lovely.
Yeah, which is great. Unfortunately, this free skate didn't turn out the way that they wanted it to. And the last lift was so labored. I think he kind of petered out at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be amazing if his name was actually Peter. Because then that would be really punny.
He petered out. Petered out.
But yeah, it looked like Trent just lost it at the end and had to let Evelyn down. The side-by-side jumps also didn't go so well in the free skate. But you know what? They looked beautiful. Evelyn had like a beautiful blue on. Trent.
Oh, that was such a nice blue on her.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I mean, Trent was head to toe pitch black, but it was a turtleneck looking like Steve Jobs, but like the Saks Fifth Avenue. Like Saks Fifth Avenue version, which is great. So yeah, really lovely to see them here and to see them on the podium.
Oh, I love an international medal for these folks. It's what they deserve.
100%. But talking about another team who got, I believe, their first like major international medal, and that's Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe from the US.
Oh my goodness.
God damn. The improvement here is insane.
So much improvement. So in the short program, they came in third. And I think maybe the difference was just the side-by-side jumps. Emily's was called under the side-by-side triple toes, whereas Evelyn and Trennt had very clean side-by-side triple toes. But both these teams skated so well, but Emily and Spencer ended up scoring 64.47, which was just under 1 point below Evelyn and Trennt. So real tight in that short program. But then in the free skate, they beat Emily and Spencer beat Evelyn and Trennt by a little over 2 points with their season's best. So they ended up overall getting second, but it was very, very close between silver and bronze.
It was a great competition between those two, and I really liked watching it. The short program, though, for these two, I really, really like it. It's a great program for them. I love the dance holds that are choreographed into it. Well done, guys. Like, really well done here. Spencer would let out like a hey, a la Scott Moyer at the end of the program. Mood.
We do love a hey.
But yeah, and Emily looked great in the throw triple loop. The landing was just so good. But honestly, I remember talking about them last season at Nationals, and if you compare like them then to them now, it's like, it's insane. They've like improved tenfold, almost like overnight, it seems. Very happy that they've come here and just really delivered, because they look like they've just turned a new leaf, really. Great short program.
Yes, like I've always said, I adore them. And then in the free skate, let's talk about the free skate a little bit.
Not perfect.
No, definitely not perfect. Emily fell on the throw triple loop, and then we had a step out on the throw triple salve, so the throws were a little sketchy. However, everything else the other elements were actually quite good. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Emily does need to work on her triple toes, because, I mean, they did a side-by-side triple sow, Euler double sow, and that was really nice and clean. But it's just the triple toe she got called under yet again. Spencer's looks like he could chuck another rotation in. It's huge. But yeah, I mean, their elements are getting okay +1s and +2s, and I feel like they've got a great pair of programs this season. It's a really good package. yeah, well done to their team. And like I've said, the scale of improvement is truly amazing and deserves major kudos.
Yes. All right. And our gold medalists.
No
these two have really grown
surprise.
on me. Audrey Liu and Misha Mitrofanov. Wow, that was a terrible mouthful for me today. Audrey Liu and Misha Mitrofanov from the U.S., who, if you remember from U.S. Nationals, did not have the performance that they wanted or needed to fight for one of those 2 Olympic spots in American pairs. But here, love it. They definitely did have some mistakes, but I think that definitely did enough for the gold medal. In the short program, they came in first with 68.35. In the free skate, they also came in first with 120.75. Yeah, the short program was actually pretty great, but not their cleanest.
Yeah, so losing a few levels here and there. For example, that opening back outside death spiral was only level 2. And I feel like, yeah, a few things were a bit not their best. I feel they did score 68.35, which did land them in first, but I feel like they'd have liked to have gotten like 70 or like more. But hey, like their B plus or A minus performance is enough to top the field here. And I feel like, I feel like they're skating a bit more free now that they know they're allocated full continents and they're not going to Worlds. But yeah, I felt like they were trying to give a bit more in performance, which is always great to see. And in the free skate to Ancient Lands, it started off okay. Side by side, triple sow, Euler double sows. Audrey unfortunately fell on the side by side triple toes. Then pairs combo spin had like an issue somewhere, only level 2. And then kind of the GOE quality dropped off towards the end of the program. But when I mean dropped off, I mean like from +3, +4 level to like +1 and +2. So kind of like they started at like 90% and they're just like, oh, my worst is like my 70%. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. It's like, oh, I failed. What'd you get? I got 75.
I was totally that asshole.
Yes. Yeah. Until I hit a certain point in school, and then I was just like,
oh, time
dear
to not
God.
be that asshole anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I
pretty
no
much.
longer reached my potential, and
Now we're here.
anyway, now we're here.
Now we're here.
But I mean, it was good enough to win here, and it really was theirs to lose. So well done to Audrey and Misha, their first championship and title. How cool is that?
Oh my gosh, I love it. These two have really, really grown on me this season. So yeah, sad that they, again, did not make the Olympic spot, but we knew that it was kind of a reach, but very happy to see them have a gold medal here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe it was, meant to be. They're still so young, and just take your time, guys. Take your time.
You have plenty. All right. Well, I guess that's it for pairs. All 8 minutes of pairs. I don't know if it's actually 8 minutes, but anyways, let's move on to the next event, the next discipline, and that would be men.
Hello, men.
Oh gosh, buckle in.
Truly.
I guess not that much buckling in here, actually. I think
Buckling in for a few boys.
maybe a few. There's always those few, right?
Yes. Let's start with one boy who definitely you need to buckle in for, and that is Camden Pulkinen.
Oh, Camden.
Oh, bless
Pod
it.
fave Camden.
Truly. Come what may, short program was, I mean, to put it lightly, nothing short of a disaster for Camden, unfortunately.
Oh no, he was. I don't know.
My heart broke.
I felt so bad because he did so well at U.S. Nationals, and then to come here at a big international event and just kind of splat was just not what he wanted or needed.
Yep. I mean, it started off with good vibes. Like, Damon Allen's at the boards.
Started off with good vibes.
I mean, Damon Allen at the boards was like, the music's going to sound amazing in here. And Cam was like, yeah, I know. I was like, oh, this is so cute. Like, nice vibes. And then I feel like the next 2 minutes and 50 seconds just was a blur. And we all, including Camden, at the end were like, I have no idea what just happened. He popped the opening plan quad toe into a triple toe. And then the triple axel, which is normally he's so solid on, just went all wrong. Didn't even get the legs drilled down in the air. triple axel was called downgraded. He fell, and it was a hard-ass fall. Somehow, he pulls off a triple lutz, triple toe, but because he already did a triple toe, because he popped the quad, it was invalid, because you can't repeat jumps in the short program. And I was like, this is Murphy's Law.
It's Murphy's Law.
2 out of 3 spins were level 2. Step sequence was level 2 also. Like, literally everything that could go wrong went wrong.
We are regressing. We have always wanted Camden to have his spins higher than a level 2. But and then they were for a little bit. But now we are back here.
But besame mucho. Besame mucho. I actually really love this free skate.
He skated so early. I was like, oh,
I know.
no.
He skated 4th in the free skate.
I know. I was like,
God damn. But you know what? Damon Allen's really bringing the vibes. He's got like different masks for the short program and free skate, and he's wearing a space-themed Snoopy mask for the free skate.
You know,
and it's just all Snoopy masks.
Snoopy is doing the right thing, escaping the planet. It's not pretty.
Indeed.
It's not good here.
Ugh. My mom used to collect like McDonald's Snoopy toys, and she's like, this might become a collectible and like have a lot of value in the future. And I'm actually really mad that Snoopy didn't become a bigger thing.
You know, Snoopy seems to be a real smart man right now, escaping the planet on Damon Allen's mask. So also escaping the planet, Camden Pulkinen's jump landings. Don't seem to be on this planet with him.
That's brutal.
Poor guy.
But the opening quad toe triple toe was great.
Oh, it was great. Love a quad toe triple toe. And then fell on the next quad toe. We just can never have 2 nice quad toes in one program, can we? That's not just for him. It's for a lot of men.
For a lot of people.
Hand down on the triple axel, and then ended up falling on the triple flip. Just kind of mistakes here and there. But definitely a lot better than the short program, which was really sad.
I mean, at the end, Camden wasn't really happy with that skate, but somehow it was still a 7th place free skate, and it bumped him all the way up to 12th because he was 14th in the short program.
Yes.
I feel for him. I don't know. Hopefully it's a world team. If world team trophy is even on, it'd be great to see him there. But leave all the bad juju here in Estonia, clearly in a non-European country. Obviously, jokes. But let's move on to another US skater, and that is Jimmy Ma, who just also didn't... It's something with, like, nationals and they go into 4 continents and just really not doing well.
I don't know if it's the turnover time. I don't know if it's just the difference between a home crowd and an international crowd. However, none of this really went the way that he wanted it to, especially the free skate, I think, where he came in 9th.
Yeah.
But this Black Swan program, he flipped out of his quad toe, and then we had a triple lutz double toe, and then we had another flip out of his triple axel. So nothing really very clean. Scored 69.98, and then with the attack on Titan, definitely mistakes there as well.
Yeah. I don't know. He seemed to laugh it off, like flipping out of the quad toe in the slow-mos. You can see him kind of laughing to himself. I'm like,
it's what I love about Jimmy. It's why we love Jimmy Ma.
True. But hopefully, Team USA, so Jimmy, Camden, and Tomoki had a great time in Estonia outside of their performances, because I love that crew. That's a nice trio going on.
I agree. It is.
But speaking of Tomoki, how about we talk about him? Happy belated 22nd birthday.
God, 22nd birthday. That truly feels like half a lifetime ago for me.
I still think I'm 22, but I'm not 25. That's why I'm like, I'm a stick to that, and I'm not going to get any older in my head. I'm going to tell myself that. But
oh my goodness.
Tomoki is coming back from COVID, so he did have to miss out on the US Championships because he was with COVID, and that sucks. But after like a week and a half or so back on the ice, he is here in Estonia, and not too bad for somebody who's recovering from COVID, to be honest.
It's true. Damon, again, very enthused.
So supportive.
Very
Love it.
enthused, man. I love it. Okay, so the Leslie Odom. I do love
I
Leslie.
love it.
It's so good. And I think it's a very good fit for Tomoki as well. We have a quad sal. Woo! All right. We got triple axel. I was like screaming at this point internally.
Yeah. And then
See, we just can't have a nice quad toe, can we? As I was saying.
yeah, it was the boys with the quad toe. Really just
It
going
is.
on. The whole competition really is not just a short program.
Yes. So and then the quad toe, he fell and then could not tack on a jump. It was also downgraded, so not good.
Yeah. But I mean, I love Tomoki. I love this short program. 77.51, still a season's best. Yeah. Oh, God, he kept this from last season, didn't he? And I want him to compete this next season as well, but he's so gonna change it. But I'll just listen to Leslie's album over and over.
Good strategy.
Yeah.
Good talk.
For the free skate, we have the artist soundtrack. Tomoki looks all dapper in that suit. Yes, for the opening quad sao.
Okay, all right. And then we have again, can't have two
No.
nice quad toes in a program.
No, we
These
try
men.
so hard.
We do. The first quad toe is called on the quarter, and then that
Yeah.
second quad toe, real sketchy.
Yup.
I have no technical terms, just the second quad toe. I think that's the theme. The second quad toe is all sketchy.
Sketchy is a proper term, okay? If
is.
look at the ISU dot points for GOE. Sketchy should be one of them because it's not like, I mean the dot points are sketchy as anyway. Triple axel Euler triple flip though, a huge combination, but then I feel like you could just tell that his lungs were burning at the end. I was like, poor boy.
Poor guy.
Absolutely.
I mean, that COVID will do that to you.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Really. Unfortunately.
Fuck COVID.
What is COVID? Didn't know that was a thing. But scored 144.86 with his PCS being 11 points higher than his technical element score. So,
Oh goodness.
oh, bless you, Tomoki.
Oh goodness. COVID will do that to you. Well, I hope his recovery is going okay and that he doesn't have any long-term effects because,
Yep.
those aren't good.
No, they're not.
Very bad. Very bad.
All right. Let's move on to our 6th place finisher, fellow Aussie. Hello, Brendan Kerry. And now is going to his 3rd Olympics.
Wow, that's wild.
I know.
I'm just looking at his ISU bio hobbies, and one of them is just a smartphone.
Brendan.
That is so boomer of him. What? Oh wait, no, that's not him. Wait, no, that's our 5th place person. Never mind. Anyways,
What is Brendan's though? Now
I
I'm
maintain
curious.
that's a boomer thing. That's
Smartphone, not like mobile device. I feel like mobile device would be a lot more boomery.
I stand corrected. That's our 5th place finisher, but we'll talk about him soon. I do not know Brendan Carey's ISU bio hobbies.
Oh, Brendan's is kind of like not as fun. It's just smartphone. It's time with friends, reading and listening to music. That's a bit generic, Brendan. We can do better.
Well,
We can do better. But short program to Leave a Light On by Tom Walker. And you know what? It wasn't too bad. Apart from the opening flip out of the quad toe, really solid triple lutz, triple toe. And finally, a lovely triple axel. Done so well. And it's like the ones we see on Instagram so often. So well done to Brendan. 81.12, which landed him in 4th after the short program.
yeah, that's pretty great. And then we are moving into the free skate. And it was kind of labored.
Yeah. It was, I feel like it was just 4 minutes of thinking face.
4 minutes of thinking face.
I mean,
I need to borrow that for my, I'm taking a very large test for my job, my career. I need a thinking face. Can I borrow the thinking face?
it's
Also
just
the thinking
face.
that comes along with the thinking face.
Nah, I just have thinking face, but no thinking. But Brendan here's just skating really slow. And it's not that he can't skate fast or he doesn't have good skating skills. I know that he can do that, but just very kind of focused on making sure that he gets the jumps done. Opened with a lovely quad toe though, and just a lot of pops in the back half of the program. And really, it's just a mental game here. Got really generous PCS though, 76.42, which was given that it was thinking face all throughout the program. Maybe it's a dot point that I don't know about. But 8th in the free skate for 6th overall, not too shabby. I think the whole skating community with Brendan is just like, when you skate clean, we will like explode because it's such a rare occurrence. And we just, we see so many Instagram clips of absolutely gorgeous quad toes, quad sows, triple axels, and great combos that we know he can do it. So hopefully that's for the Olympics. He's just like, Estonia, just Beijing, yes.
Yes. Well, maybe he will replace the thinking face with just the in-head thinking in Beijing.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our actual smartphone fan.
Yes. Actual smartphone.
5th place finisher Mikhail Shaidorov. I hope I'm saying that correctly, from Kazakhstan, but born in Sochi, Russia. 17 years old.
Yes. Coached by Alexei Romanov, and very much along the same vein as Emily Chan and Spencer Howe. This kid has had a momentous improvement just seemingly overnight. So last year at Worlds, he placed 32nd, so didn't even make the free skate. World Juniors in 2020, he placed 22nd. And then, you know what? He was like, this season, I'm going to just bring my A game. Dennis 10 Memorial came 9th. Junior Grand Prix in Poland came 2nd. And here we have a 5th place.
Oh my
finish.
goodness. I love to see it.
Insane.
All right. Well, let's talk about the short program here.
Vabank.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, but he was dressed up as a mime.
I can't connect the two, so I'm not gonna try.
Vabank. Yeah,
Vabank?
you know what? I don't know. It's a soundtrack, so maybe I'll watch it later.
It seems to be a crime/comedy film from 1981.
Yeah.
Is this
with con artists
in Poland? I don't know.
You know what IMDb gave it 7.9 out of 10. So
maybe a con artist and a mime. The mime was the distraction for the heist.
Yes, and 7.9 out of 10 feels like an accurate score for this short program, not gonna lie.
About right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, silky smooth quad toe to start, and I mean, he's just a mini Alexei Urmanov when it comes to jumping technique for sure. Super, super nice. Very reminiscent of his coach, which obviously no surprise. Super straight in the air and perfect opening out to the landing of the jumps. I'm fangirling over here. But, like I mentioned, he was dressed as a mime, and I feel like if you're going to do a mime program, you really have to go all out and go full camp.
You need to be 100% mime, like the mime in Tangled that helped Rapunzel and Flynn Rider escape from the Snuggly Duckling when Mother Gothel and the two minions were after them.
Yeah, Mikhail needs to watch Tangled.
Yes.
Get some
not
inspiration.
Vabank.
Not truth. Yeah, and Mikhail was kind of doing it at a 70%, 7.9 out of 10, mime level. I was like, you need to get that 10 out of 10.
You cannot be a 7 out of 10 mime. I don't think that exists.
Yeah, no. But, I mean, boy definitely has potential. Is the first time that I watched him. 75.96, which is the season's best for 8th in the short program. And Alexei Urmanov looked super happy with it. But the free skate really was the point where we were all kind of left stunned going, who the hell is this kid? Because it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty great. He got a season's best and a personal best of 158.71. Starting off again, I feel like I am having deja vu here with a great quad toe, triple toe.
Yeah, and it was pretty good throughout the rest of the program as well. Just so unfortunate on the final jumping pass, triple flip, double axel sequence. And when he was going into the double axel, it just straight away tilted in the air and just, I mean, it's straight fall from there. But it was going so well. So very, very excited to see more of Mikhail in the upcoming quad. Would love to see him inject more overall speed, but I really enjoyed seeing him here.
Yeah, it was pretty great. Let's move to our fourth place finisher, Sena MIYAKE from Japan.
This broody, moody,
I love him.
I love him so much.
Oh, fantastic. We have an Unchained Melody short program. I am a really big fan of Unchained Melody, just personally.
Me too.
I live that boomer life on my smartphone.
I feel like I'm very privileged that I was born like right on the cusp. So I appreciate all that. But I'm like a young boomer mood. Wow, that actually makes me sound super old. Fuck. Okay.
I'm like solidly millennial. You're like millennial / Gen
Gen
Z.
Z. I know. How it's so bad. Anyway, not the chat for this podcast.
Although my Gen Z clients do tell me that I lean Gen Z, so take that for what you will.
That is just you being amazing and flexible and
adaptable. Hashtag adaptable.
Yeah, I don't know why transient came up in my brain. I was like,
transient.
It's not the word. I know it's not the word I'm looking for, but my brain just decided to pop it in there. I'm like, no.
Anyway,
back to Sena though.
Unchained Melody.
This is for sure like the sad emo soundtrack program, and it's a big mood. I'm a fan of it. Manages to hang on to all the jump landings like well, and gets a 79.67, which is the season's best. But really, although we love Unchained Melody, it's really the Swan Lake where he gives his full, like, moody drama. Boy,
you know, Jimmy Ma has some swan competition here. They do
this
say that swans are
different
very
swan.
deadly animals.
True. I mean, for no one's gonna fucking know this if I say it, but we have an AFL standing for Australian Football League, so Australian rules. It's not rugby. We have a team called Sydney Swans, and you're just like why would you name your team after a swan? But then like swans are deadly, and like this whole like black swan on it, and it's awesome. Anyway, if you have seen Gilmore Girls as well,
I was gonna say I have a more relatable reference for you, and that is the love of my life, Jess Mariano from Gilmore Girls, being attacked by
Milo
a swan.
Ventimiglia can just amazing. Being attacked by swans, they are terrifying. I literally have a video of on my phone being almost attacked by a swan. So yes, they are terrifying.
You know, anyone that attacks Jess Mariano is no friend of mine. So
agreed. I love it. You're just like, it's like swans attacking, and then you're just like, anyone who attacks Jess
is no friend of mine, let me tell you.
But I love this program. I love from everything from the costume being half black swan arm to half puffy sleeve prince arm to right at the end of the program when Sena dies on the ice, figuratively. But it's truly like a great meme picture because it's such a mood. Perfect amount of dramatic, in my opinion.
Perfect. He ended up fourth in the free skate with 160.35, and he seemed very happy about that. So go get him, Sena.
Go get him, Sena. With all of those like wildly saved landings, I was like, this is just going to be a program full of it, isn't it? But bless him. I feel like he can't skate to anything that's like upbeat. It's like very stay along the Unchained Melody and slower parts of Swan Lake.
Oh, for sure. He's like, oh gosh, who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Makar Ignatov.
Oh my god, yeah.
Imagine Makar trying to do a mime program.
He'd pull it off. Only in the short program. In the short program, because in the free skate, he'd be too gassed to continue.
That's true.
But yeah, Sena MIYAKE, please like grow some more fast twitch muscles, because he was like moving too languidly. Like he's very flowy and slow, and I'm like, speed it up a little. But bless him, he's great.
He's great.
But let's move on to our podium finishes now. We have in third place Kao MIURA. Boy is on a roll. And hopefully he gets his shoulder rested and fixed, because I saw that grimace in the free skate and I was like, boy.
Terrifying.
But what a short program. To winter from 4 seasons. I keep forgetting he's only 16. He's so smooth, fast, and dynamic across the ice. Like, really great skating skills. Gigantic quad sound double toe to open. Just flying into it. And you know what? I was thinking in the middle of it that this is what Aliona Kostanai's winter short program should have been like. Instead, it was just like entirely vapid.
You know what? I am always so tentative when people skate to any type of 4 seasons for anything. I'm like, am I going to love this or am I going to absolutely hate this?
There's no medium ground, is there?
No, there's none.
But I mean, at least Carl-san gave us this version because it was great. That final spin, though, he was traveling from Estonia and back to Japan. But whatever, still got 88.37 season's best.
It is fine. All right, so let's talk about his free skate, the flamenco.
I love it so much.
Oh, it's good for him. I really like it.
Really, really great program. Love the choreography for Kao as well. I mean, it wasn't really the cleanest skate we've seen from him.
It was a little unbridled. Is that the right word for it?
Yes.
Just a little...
kind of, yeah. I haven't had unbridled in a long time.
Unbridled energy.
Yeah, very true. Unbridled. I've forgotten that word and it's been bugging me for like around 2 years, but thank you for reminding me of it.
You're welcome for the vocabulary edition.
Yeah. But it was super sweet seeing all like Estonian kids in the audience with signs for Kao and like hand-drawn Japanese flags.
That's very cute.
It was so sweet. He did get 162.70 for the free skate. And I mean, good on him. It's a bronze medal at 4 continents. That is no small feat. I mean, he cleared 4th place Sena MIYAKE by a good 11 points. So very convincing podium finish here.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So our silver medalist, Kazuki Tomono.
One of my faves, literally.
Oh, true fave. Cinema Paradiso.
I will take Cinema Paradiso for you, Kazuki.
Fine.
I will tolerate it for you.
Fine.
I'm already tolerating that turtleneck, that cowl turtleneck, so.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of any cowl neck.
It's just, anyway. But pretty close to perfect short program.
Yeah, it was great. I have no complaints except for the cowl neck.
Yeah.
Cowl necks are like the ultimate chuggy.
What the hell is a chuggy?
Chuggy. It's like I don't know how to explain chuggy.
Is this like a North American thing?
I don't know.
What is a chuggy? How do you even spell chuggy?
It's kind of like boomerish, but not really.
What? Or like chuggy?
I don't even remember how to spell
it. I'm so befuddled. Anyway, 97.10 for the short program, which is the season's best, but like a whole 2.62 points less than Jun-hwan in PCS. Like,
oh, that doesn't seem
that's a wide ass
right.
gap. Like, to be fair, Jun-hwan skated incredibly, but I was like, that's still a like really big gap. Anyway, moving on to La La Land free skate, which I could watch this program all day. I could watch Kazuki skate all day. Not the best technical performance this time round, but he never fails to deliver like 150% in performance, especially in that final choreo sequence. And it's so nice to see the judges throwing out the +4s and +5s for that choreo sequence.
Oh, it's
so
true. I am devoted to one La La Land program though, so.
I know, but this is like, I love this one so much.
It is a good program. Fine. I'll give it to you.
It's my top 2. It's my top 2 up there with obviously He Who Shall Not Be Named because I might cry.
It's too sad. I won't stand for it.
But finishing up with 268.99 overall, which is like almost 18 points ahead of Kao MIURA. So really the top 2 here were in a class of their own. And you know what? All I wanted going into 4 continents really was, I mean, a few things, but one of them was Kazuki to be on the podium, either gold or silver, and he delivered, so thank you, Kazuki, for listening to me. But let's move on to our gold medalist, who truly was superb here.
Oh, not perfect, but fantastic.
Except for in the short program, because that was, like, fucking perfect.
So good, so good.
And we're talking about Cha Jun-hwan, and honestly, this short program, it is one of my favorite short programs this season, for sure. Like, top 3, absolutely. And he skated it just, I'm speechless, really. Quad sow, triple loop, triple axel. Shailin has done amazing work with the choreography here. Music choice is great. Jun-hwan skates are great. It's great. 98.96 season's best. And how awful is it that I was like, come on, this deserves 100 plus. And I'm like,
It does, though.
but that means, like, we're just so used to inflating scores in PCS now. Like, 98.96 is incredible.
It is.
Like, a couple of seasons ago, if anyone cracked 100, that was like, holy shit, we're bringing the roof down. And so, like, 98.96 is insane. It's great. Yes. So I'm like, now we're just like, oh, everything, like, gets over 100. Woo. Anyway. But he has a Miniso penguin plushie thrown onto the ice for him. And I was like, I have the exact same plushie, but in blue.
Oh, I love Miniso.
It's great.
Miniso is such a great place, isn't it?
Yeah. Free skate, though, not as good as the short program. It is to Turando, and he does it really well. But just a few technical issues here. First quad toe fell, and it was under.
Oh, the quad toes in this competition with these men.
Fuck them.
I'm
Fuck
telling
the
you.
quad toes. I liked Salco's better anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, Jun-hwan did great on the Salco. Both triple axels done. He has a really big lead in, and I mean, the word of the season really is telegraphing into a jump. And I'm like, okay.
Telegraph. What does that even mean? Telegraph.
I know, telegraphing into a jump. I had to Google that. I was like, I don't
That
really
doesn't
why.
quite go together, does it?
Yeah, I know, like, telegraph as a verb and a noun, but I was like, not in that. Anyway,
Not in that
who cares?
context.
We love how this is turning into like a vocabulary
It's
session.
a whole spelling bee. Definition, please.
But regardless of the technical issues, like Kazuki, I could watch Jun-hwan skate all day. It's spine-tinglingly good when he's on. And convincing win here. So yeah, that's it for the men. How about let's move on to ice dance?
Yeah, let's do some ice dance. All right, ice dance, again, a very small discipline. Let's start off on the podium, I suppose. We have Christina Carreira and Anthony Ponomarenko from the U.S. And at U.S. Nationals, if you do not recall, they were just kind of a little low energy. And I was like, oh, I don't know. But here, I think that they improved. Not their best, but they did improve.
Yeah, especially in the energy department. They must have listened to the podcast and been like, oh,
they have to have listened.
Claudia and Joss know what they're talking about. We're going to listen to them and we're going to deliver.
I don't think a single person has ever said that about me, including my clients. I adore my clients. They know I'm saying this in jest.
But Bat Dance by Prince, a little rough around the edges here. Anthony, I think, is really lucky to have not lost a level in the Twizzles. Not the cleanest as well through the key points for the Midnight Blues. And then bloody extended lifts. They had this issue at Nationals as well.
Oh, they did. I do remember that.
Yes. It was in the free dance, but now it's in the rhythm dance.
I remember, yes.
Rotational lift, extended, which means a 1-point deduction.
Oh, goodness.
And that's just not worth it.
Nope. No, not worth it.
Nope. But Wicked Game really just... They must have listened to us because the energy was definitely much better here. I was like, I'm awake for the entire thing. Great.
Good. Yeah, it was, the energy level was so much better. I enjoyed it a lot more than U.S. Nationals. Not that my enjoyment has anything to do with how they actually skate, but maybe the judges enjoyed it more too. We'll go with that as well.
For sure. A few points left on the table regarding levels, but you know what? Solid performance. We'll take it. And moving on to second place, we have the lovely Kana MURAMOTO and Daisuke Takahashi. And can they stop falling in their rhythm dance, please?
They just have like such weird falls. I don't know what's up with that.
I know. It's just freak falls. I swear teething issues are the worst. Like,
I don't know what's up with that.
But it was just a fall right at the top of the program, just misbalance and all of that. Just, awful. But the rest of the program was all right. Key points, all yeses. So Midnight Blues was actually, it was really solid work. Pattern steps and midline step, both level 3s. Daisuke bobbled in his second set of twizzles, unfortunately. Sorry, he lost a level there, but Kana is so good. Daisuke has my whole heart. I love them. Devastated that they're not going to the Olympics, because these programs deserve to go to the Olympics.
It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah. I hate it when good programs don't get to go to the Olympics.
I know.
Like, I don't know. Yeah.
And good teams.
True. Anyway, 72.43 after the 1 point deduction for their rhythm dance, which, I mean, that's not too bad. Their free dance to La Bayadere. Daisuke was a little rough here. I mean, literally, that's so fine, though. He's still so new to ice dance. Like, are you joking? Coming second at Full Continents, like, what, 2 seasons in? 2.5 seasons into your ice dance career?
It's nothing to...
in your mid-30s?
In your mid-30s, the ancient age of your mid-30s.
Yeah, it's not even the oldest, like, person on the planet. It's just in the universe, right? It's, like, so ancient. Holy shit. How can it ever happen? God damn.
Oh, my goodness.
A good amount of, like, +2s and +3s for them in the protocols. So that's really great for them.
Yeah, we like it.
Yeah, and they scored 109.48, just shy of the 110 mark, but super happy for them. They are silver medalists at Full Continents.
I love it.
No one can take that away from them.
Twitter was very unhappy with them not going to the Olympics, but...
You know what? The federations aren't doing a lot of nice things. It's not just JSF.
I do wish that Japan had 2 spots because
I know.
I don't know.
I know, because I want Team Koge to go as well. And this is a similar situation to Korean women, which we'll talk about later, which is just heartbreaking.
Really rough, yeah.
But gold medalists here, and really similar to pairs.
Far and away, the gold medalists.
Yeah. And really similar to pairs, it was theirs to lose. And you know what? They decided to deliver the skates of the season for them, really. And of course, this is Caroline Green and Michael Parsons. Jesus, take the wheel.
It was so good. I have nothing to say. Not that I normally have anything productive to say about ice dance, but...
That, I have never seen them skate that Janet Jackson rhythm dance any better.
Oh, it's, there's another Janet Jackson rhythm dance that I like less than this one, but this really sealed the deal that I like the other one definitely less.
Yeah. They sold the program to the rafters, like making sure they connected with the judges and the audience. It was just so good. The twizzles, level 4, they did them super close together. Really good Midnight Blues, all 4 key points hit. Pattern step, midline step, level 3s, and that's an 80.62 rhythm dance. And I was like, this is what an 80-point rhythm dance looks like.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you detect any undertone of a reference to something else, you are correct. Free skate, though, free dance, I mean, just...
I'm speechless.
Stunning. There's nothing else really to say. I mean, a few levels missing here and there, but protocols littered with +3s and +4s. And, I mean, overall, they cracked the 200 mark, scoring 200.59 overall. And that is like 20 points above second place. And just...
I love it.
Deserved champions. Like, just... They're Full Continents champions. Caroline Green and Michael Parsons. Like, just...
Phenomenal.
I'm phenomenal. Here for it. They deserve it. I mean, these programs deserve to go to the Olympics, but now they have Full Continents gold medals, so...
Yeah, which is so good. That. So good. Yes, we'll take it. All right. Well, I guess that concludes ice dance. Let's move on to women.
Yeah.
I feel like we're really speeding through these things today, but I mean, there are hardly any teams, so...
Yes. All right. Let's do the top 10 women, and let's start with... I've missed seeing her skate. And that's Gabby Daleman from Canada coming in 10th here.
Totally. Yeah. Okay, Gabby. Okay, we had...
Libertango.
Triple toe. Yes, Libertango. We had triple toe, and she fell. But what a large triple toe.
I feel like it's just too big. Bless you, Gabby. Like, it's just too big.
Yes.
Which, I mean, is an awful problem to have.
She
right?
could probably do a quad toe better than some of these men.
She could
totally do quad toe.
100% do a quad toe. Do you see that in that free skate? That first triple toe was too big for her to handle, and I'm like, girl, just go for a quad.
Just do the quad.
Just do the quad. If you can do it, you've got the speed and the height for it, and even if it's like under rotated, who the fuck gives a shit?
Yes, exactly.
You'll get credit, and you can say, I have a quad toe on my protocol.
Exactly.
Yeah, just, you know what, just not great skates overall, but I'm super happy to see her back on competitive ice. She's been through the ringer.
She's definitely been through a lot. Okay, so you're gonna tell me the name of this French title for the free skate.
It is Mon cœur sur à ta voix, which is like beautiful. I don't know why that was the title. She skated to Scheherazade. But it's a beautiful title. It's just like, oh, my heart opens when I see you. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But yeah, starting off with a huge, like too big of a triple toe and only could tag.
She can really do a quad toe. She should just do a quad toe.
That's the only thing in the program.
Just
a single quad toe.
Single quad toe.
But yeah, just not very clean. However.
No, definitely not.
Still in the top 10.
Yeah, still in the top 10. She ended up 9th and 9th, which put her in 10th.
We love the math.
I don't know. I find that really funny. I'm not sure why.
2 + 2 = 5.
All right, let's move on to our 9th place finisher. Again, pod fave, Starr Andrews. Love her.
Okay, can we forget that the free skate ever happened and just only talk about the short program? Because that was fantastic.
Yeah. She, again, if you did not know, she sings the cover of At Last, and, you know, we love a triple threat. Okay, we started off with a triple toe, and it was great.
Yep, and the rest of the program was clean.
Yes.
Finally.
Amazing.
She scored 66.60, which is a new personal best by like 0.01. But you know what? We'll take it. It's still a personal best.
I did not have any personal bests by this year, 0.01 or more. So, and
Wait,
judging by the way that
what?
sentence came out of my mouth, you can really tell that I'm just not with it right now. So, or at all. But let's move on to the Beyonce free skate. Oh, which really didn't work out very well for her.
Yeah, I don't know. She just looked tight here. Nerves. I don't know. She just didn't look like herself.
I don't know. And it was such a big contrast to the short program, where the short program was like fantastic.
She's like Yuhana YOKOI, can only do one program. And I'm
That's
sad
true.
about
That is very Yuhana energy, isn't it? Wow, I just can't speak right now whatsoever.
But you know what? I was like, when I was watching Starr through Howe's amazing costumes, I was like, you know what? I'm going to manifest some shit. Because I was inspired by Joss and her manifestation of Rocket Man. I was like, you know what? This,
manifested Rocket.
The secret thing is like real. So we're going to try. And I'm a manifest.
More Rocket Man.
Yes, manifest more Rocket Man. But also, I'm a manifest that after Starr finishes her competitive career, like hopefully in many, many years' time, she's going to be like the head of like a BIPOC ice skating theater group. She's going to like tour around. We're going to go watch her. She'll also have her album out and she'll be like amazing. I'm putting that out there.
I dig it. I dig it.
Attract some energy.
First one in line to buy her album. Wow. Really struggling here.
Did you ever do choir at school and do kind of like the vocal exercises?
Oh my gosh,
I
was a really big choir person.
Me too. My mother makes me mash my mini M&Ms on a Monday morning. Ever do that? No? Okay.
Oh.
Moving on.
I did similar things, though, just not mashing
not
whatever you were mashing there.
I know, maybe that's just really fucking Australian. But moving on to 8th place finisher Gabriella Izzo, who, you know what? Great full continence debut. It wasn't perfect, but she put together 2 really decent skates.
Yeah. The short program was clean. We had she scored 63.19, came in 7th. Well, no, not totally clean. She stepped out of her triple lutz. I was like,
We
wait.
didn't see that though. We didn't see it.
It's fine. Totally clean. Then we have Glenn Close, another Cruella free skate. I'm just kidding. If you didn't know, Glenn Close played Cruella in the live action 101 Dalmatians. But really, it was Andrew Lloyd Webber performed by Glenn Close.
Which is like amazing. Like blah, 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 performed by Glenn Close. And you're just like, oh, amazing. I'm going to go watch. Yes. Fantastic double axel triple toe to start. And then just, I don't know, I feel like she might have gotten in her head for the rest of the program. And so we had a few pops here. Shame that she went down on the triple loop. I just think she just needs like a lot more international competitive experiences. Like she can only get better from here. Girl definitely has potential. And hopefully in the next few seasons, we can see some triples get into the free skate and done consistently.
Totally.
Onwards and upwards, truly.
Yeah. Let's talk about, speaking of, Yuhana YOKOI with her Malaguena.
We should just scrap the short program for Yuhana only. Like, has Malaguena ever been clean this season?
You know, I don't know. It's a good question.
Fat bottom girls always delivers though.
Nothing like a fat bottom girl free skate.
That's all. Like, it's a queen medley, but I'm not putting it down as such. It's just fat bottom girls, which amazing. Yeah, just not a great short program. She ended up in 12th with a 53.93. Did a double flip and had to 3-turn and tack on a triple toe. Fell on the triple lutz. It's just all sorts of bad. But then the free skate was just, I cried.
Yes, absolutely.
I cried. It was clean. It was great. And I was like, why can't we get this Yuhana more often? And literally, you keep fighting till the end, girl.
Yes.
She was bowling, which, I mean, scored 131.41, which is the season's best. Kind of shows how good the program and skate was if you're doing plus 130s without quads up, because otherwise, anyway. And her fans gave her a shirt with so many like signed messages on it.
It's very sweet, very sweet.
They're in Estonia as well. Like, how sweet is this? Oh,
wonderful.
I was just so happy that she ended this season, potentially ended this season. Don't know about if she's doing like World Team Trophy or any other senior Bs. Ending this season on such a great note.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Oh, very sweet. All right, let's move on to our, this is kind of a weird, I can't believe I'm saying it, 6th place finisher, Young Yu from Korea. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she did great at nationals, secured an Olympic spot for herself.
For sure.
But here, just, I don't know, maybe it was fatigue from Korean nationals.
I don't know, but so very much outperformed by her two fellow Korean athletes, Yelim Kim and Hae-in Lee, who had an amazing competition. Yes. But Young Yu just did not deliver here, and I don't know what happened. But in the short program to the Leftovers soundtrack, she popped the triple axel, which was not good. Downgraded.
Double axel downgraded, so that means the value of a single axel.
Yeah, which
Ouch.
Is not a lot. And then
But she came back.
Yeah, with a triple lutz, triple toe, but not very pleased with herself, unfortunately.
No. Oh, she was so disappointed. Still scored a 67.86 here, and that put her in 4th after the short program. And I felt like she was very lucky that her skating skills and PCS are truly strong enough to keep her up above skaters like Audrey and Starr, who skated really clean in their short program as well. So very lucky there, but this free skate was just a bit of a bummer for her.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the axle is just not doing it here, and I hope that she is able to improve it and get it back together for the Olympics, because I would hate to see, I don't know. Like,
we've witnessed performances from her where she has landed the axle and it gives her a confidence boost, and she really delivers the program, and it's such a moment. Like, we've seen that from her, and it sucks so bad to see her fall on the axle, get it downgraded or such, and just the whole program falls apart afterwards. I mean, the judges are willing to give her the GOE when she does her stuff well. A lot of +3s in her protocol for the good elements. So I know, it's just a shame. But I will keep faith for her. I will light a candle for her at the Olympics because when she delivers, like I said, it's a moment.
Yeah, it for sure is. I don't know. I'm just very sad for her because I really think that out of all skaters, her mood and energy level in her programs definitely depends on whether or not she lands that triple axel.
Oh, 1,000%.
You can just like see it all in her face. You can see it in her limbs. Like it just permeates her entire body. Like you wouldn't even need to watch whether she landed the triple axel to actually tell whether she landed it because she communicates it with the rest of her body.
Yeah. We love the spelling bee. Permeates, that's the new word.
Permeates, really, really upping the vocab here.
All right, let's move on to our 5th place finisher, Rino MATSUIKE, who delivered a not so great short program. It was kind of like a bit of a shock, but came back with a stunner.
Huge free skate.
It was amazing. But let's start with a short. Fell on the triple flip, and it was called under.
Oh, interesting. I feel like that
I know.
doesn't happen to her.
Yeah. A super fun program, just not executed as well as we know she can do. Ended up in 8th after the short program.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but we have to talk about this free skate because it was stunning, really. She looks like she's getting to Moonlight. Her costume makes her look like she's a human version of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night painting. The step sequence is stunning. At level 4, no wonder it got a lot of +3s and a few +4s as well. All the spins and steps, level 4. Then the back of the program was just chock full of jump combos, including a triple lutz, triple toe, double toe, triple sow, triple toe, triple loop, double toe. And like they look like they were done on fresh legs and it didn't bother her at all.
Totally.
That was, yeah, you just had to clap at that. That was a skate and a half. She beat her personal best by 20 odd points, scoring 142.05.
Wild.
Highest technical element score of the night. And she was crying and I was crying and she just deserves everything. Like, what a skate.
It was so nice.
This was kind of like, if this was at the Olympics, then this would be like the quintessential Olympic free skate moment.
Oh, it was just so nice to see.
I know. And she broke the 200 barrier as well. So, I don't know. Happy that she got a small medal for this skate, though, because it deserved something.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So good. Love it. All right. Well, this is a nice surprise in 4th place.
Yes.
Audrey Shin from the U.S. I feel like the past few times that we have seen Audrey, she has not delivered quite in the way that she has wanted to. But here, it was good. It was good.
Not quite delivered the way she wanted to is a big understatement because, like, 4th place here with 2 back-to-back clean skates, it shows what she can do. And you know what? I tolerated the giving short program.
Oh, goodness. Yes.
It was an enjoyable watch, even though I've semi-shit on it in the past. She gave it her all, though. Lol. It was great. Triple toe, double axel, triple loop. Kind of the easier side of the technical elements, but you know what? It was great. 67.20 for a season's best and 5th in the short program.
Yeah, and then Moonlight Sonata, again, not really fan.
The bloody Moonlight Sonata does not need to have spoken word.
Why do we need to speak over the Moonlight Sonata? And on what planet do we need to do that? And on what planet also Damon Allen has an astronaut space Snoopy rocketing to space, whatever mask for Audrey. So
I really got to order myself one of them. They're amazing. But yeah, just if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't do that to Moonlight Sonata. Anyway, whatever, Audrey. It was great.
Whatever, Audrey.
Whatever Audrey's music cuts. But great free skate. It was clean. She did no jumping calls, I think. No rotational calls, which if you listen to our US Nationals episode, that free skate was just peppered with rotational calls.
Oh, goodness. Yes. Everything was called minus like maybe 1 or 2 jumps.
I think only 1 jump was clean. And
oh, goodness.
So huge difference here. and well done. Deserves huge applause. 136.66, which is a new personal best. She broke the 200 barrier as well. And she was so shocked at the score. And I'm like, girl, this is what happens when you skate so clean.
Good. Yeah, and rotate the jumps.
Yes, that's also important.
All right, well, let's move to our podium. Oh, gosh. I have very mixed feelings about... I think, okay, Young Yu just had a bad day, but yeah. I feel sad that all three of these Korean women cannot go to the Olympics because I love all of them, but these two had such a fantastic performance this event. So in third, bronze medalist Yelim Kim. We have Liebestrom, short program, and Turandot for the free skate. And even though it's quite big, she does such a good job with both of the programs, and her costumes are just absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous.
Stunning.
I feel like these are good war horses to pick. Like, we're not going with a Black Swan and Malaguena, even though I love the Malaguena, Hi Boyka and Kislavsky, but these are good for her. It is.
These are such good programs for her. I think that between the costume, her style, and the music, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Liebestrom, again, for the short program. We have triple Lutz, triple toe, and then we have an edge warning on the Lutz. But the rest of it was pretty great.
I thought she skated fantastic. It was really, really stunning, I thought. But then she only came in third in the short program with a 68.93. And really, it was down to a few things. Step sequence only level 2.
Oh,
yeah. And the edge warning also lost her about a point. And so really left some points on the table for the technical element score, which kind of explained why she was behind Hae-in by around a point in the short program. But hello, free skate. It is clean. No jump calls.
Oh, that's good. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Lots of plus 2s and plus 3s. 140.98 season's best. Like, that's a good job. Good job, Yelim.
Yeah, that's huge. Again, she ended up scoring 209.91 overall, and she ended up with the bronze medal.
Yes. I mean, I'd love to see her inject more performance, like to match the level of Turandot. But you know what? I'm just going to say that it's most likely she's saving it for the Olympics. She's like, I got to reserve some energy, you know?
Smart.
Very smart.
This is a real heartbreaker. Silver medalist Hae-in Lee, who is not going to the Olympics.
I don't know what to feel about this, Joss. I really don't. Because
I just feel big sad.
These two performances were they were perfect, essentially. All right. Ave Maria, she looks like a fucking angel in this costume. It's hauntingly beautiful.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Like, normally I wouldn't like an Ave Maria program, but Hae-in does it so well. It's so good. 69.97 season's best. And then this homage to Korea free skate.
It's one of my favorites.
The fact that this program isn't going to the Olympics is probably one of the biggest pains in my life. I mean, I feel about the same about the short program too.
I think this is like one of my favorite programs like this whole season, I think.
I mean, that's good taste. Especially
Thanks, I have good taste. Thanks. Glad to hear it.
This free skate, though, this was special.
It really was. I don't know what to say about it other than, like, watch it.
Yeah. Superb, clean, no jump calls, all level 4 spins and steps, protocols filled to the brim with, like, plus 3s. And around that, she was so emotional at the end, and so she should be. Scored 143.55, which is a season's best and a personal best, and her whole team and her screamed when the scores came up. And
it just breaks my heart that she's not going to the Olympics. I want to flip this entire table on which I am recording.
I know. It's just, and it's not. It just pains me that there aren't 3 spots for Korean women.
Right. I think they all deserve one. Like, who would you keep at home? I can't keep any one of these women at home.
Absolutely not. No. And I feel like they're all like got their unique and their individual style. Like, you can tell if it's Young on the ice, you can tell if it's Yelim, you can tell if it's Hae-in, And, like, I can't leave anyone at home.
I mean, the only thing that they really have in common is they're absolutely amazing costumes.
Yeah. True.
Korean women have the best costumes.
Yes. I'm really happy that Hae-in got silver here. Really, really happy.
She really deserves it.
And goddamn, she's only 16. Like,
she can come back in 4 years and nab an Olympic spot. How sad is it that we're saying that? Just to come back in 4 years. She really deserved it this year.
She'll only be 20. And Mirai's going at the ripe old ancient age of 25.
Ancient age of 25.
The best thing about Korean women is their jumping technique, taking from Yuna, which is literally the best role model you could have, and all of that to model your jumping technique on. That's going to survive them throughout puberty. And so, like, you know what? 3 spots for the next quad, all the way through the next Olympics, please.
Absolutely.
And Japan, like, come on, please get more dance spots as well. Like, please.
While we're at it, everyone, just get it.
And US pairs, like, come on, add that 3rd spot.
I still can't get over the fact that US media is like Mariah Bell, the oldest woman on the entire planet. Anyways. It just gets me every time.
And I love how, like, most of the men in dance are, like, in their 30s, and they're just like, Mariah Bell, 25, ancient. She needs...
oldest woman on the entire planet.
We're gonna give her a walking stick for the opening ceremony.
Oh my goodness. She just can't handle it. Anyways.
You know what I also couldn't handle?
What?
Mai MIHARA.
Oh.
In the best way, in the entire, like, best way possible.
Can we send her to the Olympics too? Just charter the whole plane to go
God.
straight from 4 continents to the Olympics.
Don't even... you know what? I had put that out of my mind that she missed out on the Olympics.
Just charter a plane. I'm telling you, just kind of sneak them in. It's a heist. What's the bank? We'll the bank the Olympics.
That is excellent. Okay,
We'll telegraph them to the Olympics.
Yeah, in an actual, like, telegram. I don't know, but 2-time 4 continents champion Mai MIHARA cleared the rest of the field by 4.5 points. All right, this I Dreamed a Dream.
It's still the Glee version.
It's still the Glee version. Like, we will mention.
You can't win them all. Can't win them all.
I have in my notes 3 dot points. One was the score, which was 72.62, season's best. The second one was this was perfect, and the third one was I can't watch Mai skate because I cry whenever she skates.
It's true. That's facts.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about the short program. It was great. But this
I mean, I don't really have much to say about the free skate either.
Yeah. Most of my notes was literally me talking about how I was crying. I started tearing up midway through the program, and this isn't a lie. I'm not saying, like, oh my god, I was crying. Like, I actually teared up midway through the program.
Yes, absolutely.
I just love her so much. So happy, so proud. All jumps clean with positive GOEs. Step sequence, level 4, and that final choreo sequence, getting so many +4s, as she deserves. A lot of +3s and +4s in the protocols. Who cares about that final flying camel combo spin? I didn't see it. The rest was perfect. And when she got her score, which was 145.41, which is a season's best and a personal best, she started crying incredibly much.
So nice.
And I was just like, you suck, because now I am bawling. Like, honestly, whenever she cries, I just end up crying more than I already am.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Speechless. These performances are going into my playlist for, like, favorite skating programs.
So many of them.
So many
women here.
Hae-in's going in. Like,
they're all in there.
God damn, Mai MIHARA not going to the Olympics. Like, I am.
Oh, these top two.
These top two.
Big redemption skates. I love redemption skates, but ugh.
Also, speaking of, like, this whole vibe about them not going to the Olympics, why the fuck wasn't Jun-hwan in the men's?
Don't bring that up, Claudia.
I mean, we're already speaking about our trauma points, so like I thought, like, why not bring another one in? Yep,
Let's just talk about it all. It's a therapy session now.
Anyway, well, that makes me even sadder. Okay, well, I mean, we're done now. I'm gonna go cry.
Yeah, I think that's actually.
Yeah, that's actually it. I don't think we have any kiss and cry content here because, like we said, we're just gonna go off and cry and sleep and regain our speaking ability. Because Olympics is in like 10 days. So.
Oh my goodness. What are we going to do?
Zero clue. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And that is it until the Olympics. Oh my God. So I'm Claudia, and come chat with us at Let's Get Down Pod. That is LUTZ Get Down Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to work with us, shoot us an email at letsgetdownpod@gmail.com.
If you like this podcast and you also like Mimes, Just Mariano, or Fat Bottom Girls, please leave us a review and give us a 5-star love. We would really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for listening.
Talk to you soon. Bye. That was excellent. That was excellent.